Right, welcome once again. In our today's video, we are going to talk about discrete random variables. Alright, discrete random variables. Suppose that x has the following properties. Suppose that x has the following properties. Number one, x is a discrete variable. It is a discrete variable. It is a discrete variable. It is not a continuous variable. Then number two, let's say x can only assume values. It can only assume values x1, x2, x3 up to xn. Then number three, the probabilities associated with this, the probabilities associated with these values of x, these values are P1 for x1, P2 for x2, P3 for x3 up to Pn for xn. Then for P of x, therefore for probability of x equals to xn, it is given by probability of P1. So if Pn, if it is xn, it will be Pn. If it is x5, it will be P5. x3, it will be P3. Right? Therefore, general formula for probability, this will be given by summation of all values of x. Px equals to xn is equal to 1. That will be the general formula for discrete random variables. Right? I hope you are following. So let's look at an example under discrete random variables. We want to use this formula. Let's say we have an example of this form. Example number one. A discrete random variable x, a discrete random variable x has the probability density function. This is probability density function given as follows. We have a table like this. Alright, here we have x, then we have probability of x equals to x, then here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, then here we have 1 over 3, 1 over 4, 1 over 3, a. Right, our question is saying find a. A is saying the value of a, then b, p of x is less than or equal to 2, p of x is less than or equal to 2, c, probability of x is greater than 2. Right, solution. Right, for the value of a, remember we said summation of p x equals to x is equal to 1. So in short, if we add p of x equals to x, all these probabilities like 1 over 3 plus 1 over 4 plus 1 over 3 plus a, we must get a total of 1. All the probabilities must add up to 1. So if we add 1 over 3 plus 1 over 4 plus 1 over 3, we get, here we have our common denominator, that's 12. 3 into 12 goes 4 times 1, that's 4, plus 4 into 12, 3 times 1, that's 3. 3 into 12, 4 times 1, that's 4, plus a equals to 1. Therefore, 4 plus 4, 8, 11. 11 over 12 plus a equals to 1. Therefore, a equals to 1 minus 11 over 12. Our a is equal to 1 over 12. Now, our a here will be 1 over 12, right? Since we have our a now, we can answer part b. Our part b, probability of x is less than or equal to 2. Now we are considering all values that are less than or equal to 2, which means we are considering 1 and 2, less than or equal to 2. That will be 1 and 2. So we add the probabilities, 1 over 3 plus 1 over 4. So here becomes 1 over 3 plus 1 over 4, which is equal to our common denominator is 12. Then 3 goes 4 times into 12 times 1, that's 4, plus 4 into 12 3 times. 3 times 1, that's 3, which is 7 over 12. That will be our final answer. Now we want p of x. See, probability of x is greater than 2. Those terms which are greater than 2, we are taking 3 and 4. Greater than 2 only, that's 3 and 4. So we are adding 1 over 3 plus 1 over 12. 1 over 3 plus 1 over 12, which is equal to, again, we have 12. Then 3 into 12, 4 times. 4 times 1, that's 4, plus 12 into 12, 1. Then 1 by 1, that's 1, which is 5 over 12, right? So this is the solution for example number 1, right? I hope you are following. So let's look at the second example. Let's have a second example. Alright, second example. A discrete random variable x, a discrete random variable x has the probability distribution function, yes, the probability distribution function given by the table here we have x, p of x equals to x. Then we also have 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, and p. Then where p is a constant, find the value of p. Find a the value of p. Then b, we have p of x is greater than 1, right? So you can pause this video, try to attempt this question, then compare your answer with my answer. Probability of getting x is less than or equal to 3, is less than or equal to 2, right? So our solution for p, remember, if we add all the probabilities, they must add up to 1. We said summation of p of x equals to x is equal to 1, which means 0 0.1 plus 0 0.2 plus 0 0.3 plus our p, they give us 1. 0 0.1 plus 0 0.2, that's 0 0.3, 0 0.3 plus 0 0.3, that's 0 0.6, plus p equals to 1. Then p equals to 1 minus 0 0.6, p equals 1 minus 0 0.6, that's 0 0.4. Right, so this is how we find our p. Now if we want probability of x is greater than 1, probability of x is greater than 1, we take 2 and 3. So now using p 0 0.4, we are going to add 0 0.3 plus 0 0.4, which will give us 0 0.7. Then c, probability of x is less than or equal to 2. We are going to say less than or equal to 2, we are going to say 0, 1, 2, which is 0 0.1 plus 0 0.2 plus 0 0.3. That will give us 0 0.1 plus 0 0.2 plus 0 0.3. That will be 0 0.6, right? So this is all about discrete random variables. So in our next lesson, we are going to talk about expectation and variance, mean and variance of a discrete random variable. Thank you. Have a nice day.